Welcome to today's lesson on SOH CAH TOA, where we'll be using magic triangles to solve problems where we want to try and find a missing length in a right-angled triangle. Quick reminder of what cos, sine and tan do for us. And basically what they do is they convert an angle into a useful number, but equally, because there's equations to find out the values of sine, cos and tan, we can evaluate these numbers and turn the number back into an angle. So what sine, cos and tan do is enable us to turn angles into numbers we can use in equations, and then they give us equations we can use to give us numbers we can turn back into the angle. Quick reminder what our functions are. Sine theta is O over H, cos theta A over H, tan theta O over A, which are things you should know. And you should be able to write these down. But what we're going to do today is put these into magic triangles. And rather than write sine, cos and tan, what we're going to do is we're just going to write S for sine, C for cos, and T for tan. And you see there we've got SOH CAH TOA. So let's see how we're going to do these. Let's give you some examples, and then at the end of the video we're going to go and give you some problems to solve as ever, and hopefully you will be able to do that having seen how it's done. So get yourself pen and paper, because you might want to make some notes. At any stage you might want to pause the video, make some notes, carry on. So you'll also need your calculator, so if you haven't got that, go away and get it. Let's have a look, see what we want. Right, so here we are, and let's have a quick reminder of our method for solving all trigonometry problems. What we do is we mark up the side of our triangles. So what we mark them up with is OH and A. So in this one, we know that that's O because it's opposite the angle. That's H because it's the long one, and that is A. Then we write down SOH CAH TOA because SOH CAH TOA is really useful to us. And then we go, I know. Well, which one do I know? Well, I know H, so why don't we give that a little tick? Which one do I want? Oh, I want O. Let's give him a little tick. Which one do I use? I use the one with two ticks. So in this case, we're going to use SO, which is this triangle down here. So now, having worked out which triangle we're going to use, I put the values into the triangle. So because it's 25 degrees here, we're going to put sine 25 in there. H is 5, so I'm going to put a 5 in there, and that's X. Now, with a magic triangle, to work out the one at the top, we do a multiply. So all you've got to do, if your calculator, is do sine 25 times 5, which will equal 2.11. So if you want to make some notes on what we did, pause the video, make your notes, and then we'll look at a few more examples. Let's clear our drawings, click the mouse, and we click the next one. Well, that was our first one. Next one. Right, now this one again, we've go through our method, which hopefully by now we're used to. We're going to mark up the sides. I know that one's H because it's the long one. A is always between the right angle and the angle, and O's opposite the angle. So what do I know? Oh, I know A. So let's tick my A's. What one do I want? I want H. So let's tick some H's. Which one am I going to use? I'm going to use the one with two ticks. So in this case, we're going to use CAH. Let's substitute the values, put them into the triangle. So because there's 22 here, we're going to put cos 22 there. H is x, and we're going to have 4.6. Now this time you'll notice that it's a value at the bottom that we're after. So to evaluate the value at the bottom of the triangle, we do that one divided by that one. So in our calculators, we just do 4.6, and I always like to use the fraction button, cos 22. You could do 4.6 divided by cos 22. .6 over cos 22 gives us 4.96. So if you want to make some notes, pause the video and then continue on to the next couple of examples. That's clear from last time. Right, let's mark up our triangle. So this is along 1H. That's OA, SOH CAH TOA. I hope you can see that's going to get 2 ticks because he only gets 1 tick and he only gets 1 tick. So we're going to use SO again here. But this time, O, we know what O is, so we put 4.6 there. That's going to be sine 35. The X goes there. So to work out this one, we've just got to put in our calculator 4.6, 35. So 4.6 over sine 35 is going to be 8.02. So again, if you want to make some notes, pause the video now before we go on to do our last example, before we give you some questions for you to try for yourself. Nope, wrong way. Right, this is our last example. Again, we're going to mark up the sides of our triangle. That's a H. That's an O. That's an A. So what do I know? I know A, don't I? So which one do I want? I want O. So which one am I going to use? I'm going to use TOA this time. So now put the values in. 49 degrees up here. So let's put in 1049 down here. A is 3.6. X is there. So on this one, because it's one of the top ones, we want to find X at the top of the triangle, we're just going to do a times. So I'll go to my calculator and put that in, and let's see what we get. We get 1049 times 3.6 is going to give us 4.11. Right, after this, if you want to take some notes, pause the video. Then what we're going to do next is show you some questions for you to try. So again, pause the video, pen and paper, calculator, have a go, then unpause the video and see how you get on. So let's clear all of those drawings and give you your questions. Right, 6 questions for you to do. I'll move that up there. On my maths, they want the answers to 1 decimal place or better. In your GCSE exam, it will always be 3 significant figures. So pause the video, pen and paper, have a go. When you've got the answers, unpause, and the answers will be there for you. Right, so these are the answers. So hopefully you got all of those right. And then we can then knock that off. Then I'd like you to look at the video where we look at finding the angle using when we know two sides. That shall be a different video. And again, we'll use magic triangles to do that. So thank you for listening, and hopefully you've now well on the way to mastering this